Hello everyone, welcome to episode 7 of McFizzle's Hardcore Survival World, season 9. We're on day 733, and in this episode I'm going to be looking at showing you guys some of the projects that I've got ongoing at the moment. I thought the last episode took a really long time for me to make and a really long time for me to put out, so I thought I'd do a quicker one just to not keep that progress going. So anyway, here we are in the Nether. This is my basically the mine for the netherite stuff. So I'm nearly finished on this level. I've just got this little bit over this side here, and I just wanted to see where if it led to another sort of rich area of netherrack. Most of these little slots here with lights on them are tunnels that end in big gaping voids. Or, yeah, well, that's how they end. They usually end into nothing. So I'm going this way this time and seeing what we've got. I like using soul sand as a really good way to fill in the walls, because I haven't really thought of a way to use it other than that. Maybe you could use it as a defense, I guess, but I'm generally not too concerned about that at my base, at least at the moment. I can always come back and get more, but I'm out of soul sand, so I'm going back to good old cobble to do these walls of these tunnels. I don't know why, I just like having these complete tunnels so I don't get surprised by anything, and I also then know when it's sealed that it's done. I've explored it, and then I can work on another tunnel or another level when I get to that point. But let's go to the end and see what we've got here at the end of this tunnel. Getting there now, getting close to the end. What do we got here? I'm just going to scratch my beard. Okay, we've hit like a... so this is pretty standard of what's at the end of all the tunnels, is these huge big chasms. So I'm just going to go across a couple of blocks here and then probably dig back, because yeah, where I spawned in the Nether is sort of at the top of a floating island, I guess. And so it's taken a bit of progress to explore outwards, because I'm sort of very cautious in the Nether. So I usually make these cobble pathways here with this. So we've got some gold here. So collecting all this stuff, it's good for XP. It's good for all those precious items. But yeah, netherite is the #1 goal. So far I've only got a netherite sword. But yeah, see, that gap is just too big for me to be bothered filling in. Although I do have quite a lot of gravel these days, so I might, go back to that maybe and start looking at filling those areas in for gravel. But at this point I'm just going to continue back. I've got my 2-block gap so I can see what's on inside the whole area, and now I'm digging back to where I started, and we'll see another big gap in the air when I get there. So this is closer to my base, my nether cobble tower, and so where there's soul sand, that usually means we're at the edge, and there's usually huge big gaps or lava pools and stuff like that. So I usually just I try and get as much of this soul sand as I can, but sometimes it's just not worth the effort. So I will just board it up and move on to the next one. But not on this occasion. I want this soul sand. You can hear the ghasts out there tweeting away like grotesque birds. And so then I've finished that one. Another one done. We should have 2 blocks and then we're right on the edge. Beauty. Nice. And then we can block that one off. We'll block that one off in a minute, and then we'll go down this way. See if we can get another tunnel started. Hopefully we can. So yeah, whenever I'm not filming, when there's huge big gaps in days and stuff in my videos that I post, this is usually what I've been doing. I'm either doing any of these projects, if that I call it, and this is one of them. Is the huge big search for netherite. And it's just, I'm being very scientific about it and just taking one strip and strip mining the whole thing, starting from my base, trying to keep it as safe as possible. Also on the lookout for blazes and stuff, so I can hopefully start my potions up. But as of yet, no luck. I haven't found any blazes, any fortresses, nether fortresses. It's just been soul sand, soul soil. I found one of those crimson sort of forests. That's it. And then a lot of empty space. So we've on to the next day now, and we've hit an interesting spot where we can actually continue in this direction without having to fill in that big hole. So this is what we've sort of been looking for. Sort of hoping it wouldn't be here, so I wouldn't have to keep digging on this level, but it is, so we're going to have to fill all this stuff in. I don't mind doing a couple of blocks, but until I start organising, until I start bringing my gravel into the nether stuff, then it's going to be just a couple of blocks deep. Is about as much as I want to dig, as much as I want to fill in, I mean. And yeah, we've got a new area to look. Hopefully we might find some netherite, whatever, some ancient debris. But we've got to go back. Got our, where's our diamond hoe? Alright, so the next thing that I've been doing, that's sort of it for the nether, the ancient debris search for now. The other thing I've been doing is at the end of one of the episodes, I think it was 4, I talked about making a giant sort of pyramid where I would put all of the mementos or representations of all the other seasons, and that I can cross them off when I pass the episodes. And so foolishly I decided I would use mossy cobble stairs, and so I need lots and lots and lots of vines. So this is one of the other projects I have going, is vine collection and pyramid building. So I'm just going to show you all the vines I have. Started off with these ones inside, and the other ones I started off with are probably the next ones I show you. But since I started the major, vine farms, I've started to get a bit of a surplus of vines, which is really good. So I'm starting to have more vines than I have time to harvest, and then I have mossy cobble stairs to place, which is really good. So it just means that the production of the pyramid will keep growing. It will keep, will go a bit faster, which is good. But I really love these vine farm designs from Wattles. I thought they were really great. And then this was the first area I started. But yeah, it just wasn't enough. Nowhere near enough vines. I haven't found any jungles, obviously. And so then the next one was over here, I think. I might have had the one downstairs. The one downstairs in the storage area is really just to tell me how far they've grown. If they're hitting the ground, it means I need to start doing a vine harvest. day 735. So you can see, like, over the course of, a few days, instead of months of skip time, this is what I'm doing over that time, is just these little projects. Here's my first vine farm that I made. Starting to get to the point now where I'm getting, a full harvest of vines down the bottom, which is good. And so then that leaves me the option of whether to just harvest the complete lot of it. But I'm finding just the bottom layer is enough. So it's like 15. It's nearly a stack of vines. So it's good. You can see there I've got like 4 or 5 stacks of vines. I've always got heaps of cobble. And so you can see all the mossy cobble there that I've got. And so now I'm going to grab my bed, and then I'm going to head over to the stonecutter's cabin and cut those mossy cobble things into steps, the blocks into steps. And then we'll go over to the pyramid. So this is my cabin, my stonecutter's cabin. It's got two it's got 2 stonecutters in it. I haven't done any decoration on this yet. I probably will, if I get around to it, if I get the time, I probably will. I like, at the moment I've got other projects that are more important to me. Probably like, these big tree forests. I've got to do a few more of them. I've got, my farm is, so decorating the village is it's something for the people that have a lot of time to kill. And at the moment I've got these huge projects that take up a lot of my time when I play. So this is going to be a water elevator eventually, and you can see how the progress is going. I think it's going pretty well. It's looking pretty big. But yeah, I still think I need to go down at least another 10, maybe 15 blocks before I can get to that point where I can start hopefully putting in those representations for the other seasons. So we'll just get into the edge of this layer. So this is where I'm getting all my cobble from at the moment, because the dome has sort of hit a snag due to lava, and so it can still get up there. So then I go over here and just dig out underneath the next step, so where the next part of the thing will go, and then I just dig out the whole lot, dig out the walls. So we're getting to the end of the walls here, chuck them out, and then we grab our mossy cobbles and we start placing. Oh, we have put a bed out there just in case it gets night time. So, and then we just start filling it in, and then it takes a little while. Get that iron next time. So we're getting to the end here now of the placements. 3, 4, 5. There we go. So that's all done. Around the bottom, you can see it's starting to get pretty high. And then we go down 1 block, so we can still walk around, and then we just dig out the next layer. And usually, by the time we've done that, we've got nearly a single chest full of cobble, which is what we need when we go into the Nether. So usually it takes about a day, a day or two to dig it all out. And yeah, it's looking good. And we do the same again. We place. We don't even need to dig it out this time. We've got our. It's already dug out, so we'll place our. Place another layer of steps, so on and so forth until we're done. So down another level. So yeah, this is another one of those things that I just choose not to show you because it's pretty monotonous. But every now and again it's good to show you how it's progressing, and I just thought I'd show you one time what I actually do in real sort of time. Okay, so now you can see my chest is full. So again, it's another few days, and we're going back to the storage area to put our cobble in. And then I can show you another project that I've got going on in the Nether. So we'll just quickly head in there. I started doing this, probably midway through that last episode of filming, recording. So in the Nether, I sort of spawn into this spot and I just put in sort of a 2-block high cobble room, and then I went down and to explore the area. And so then I just decided I might as well keep going down. I've got to get down to sort of lava level, water level anyway. So I just started doing that a level at a time, just to break up the monotony. So I filled it entirely up with gravel because I had a heap of gravel from other mining areas. So I figured I might as well use this gravel for something. So this is a good way of me, going down in the Nether relatively safely. So yeah, I'm just clearing out all of this gravel now so I can start putting in the next level of cobble. So this is the third or fourth level down. You can see I'm getting pretty close down there. I've only got probably 10 or so blocks before I'm onto that soul sand area, which means I can start digging into that. My big concern in the Nether right now is just lava and falling into lava, because I don't have any of those potions and stuff yet, so I really want to try and be safe as possible. But I need that netherite, I need that ancient debris, so I do have to dig it out. So this is just my little stairs. You can see again, it takes a day or two to do all these little things. So I started doing it behind, the staircases were directly behind the one above, but didn't sort of work the way I wanted it to. It's a bit too much work on the joystick just to get down, so I started putting them sort of on the next wall, at 90 degrees. So I do one step down and then on the next wall the next one. So it's about, let's see, I think it's about 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So we'll dig those out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so then we can start our next staircase down and our next level. So we'll just put those in, and then we'll get to the next level down, which is just all in the gravel land. It's all covered in gravel. So we're just digging into all this gravel that I placed. We'll just put one more bit of I'll put a bit of gravel in there. Just makes it easier when it's all the same block, I guess. Should probably do that one next to it too, but it's alright. So gravel and 2 blocks. Everything is 2 blocks deep because I've been killed by giant magma creams through one layer of block. So I'm making everything 2 layers thick now, just in case. I'm hoping they fixed that in one of the updates, but this way at least I'm doing something myself, and it's just it just means I use up a little bit more cobble, which is fine. And then so next up we'll put the walls in next, so we can work in safety. It just means this little bit of work here might be a little bit risky. So yeah, we've got to go extra 2 blocks deep. There's nothing there for now. I might just go across, do this. I'll just do this one, but the rest of it I'll just go across on the the ground sort of level. So we'll go Alright, let's go. Start digging all this out. Oh, it's a huge big... Alright. Okay, so when I first did that level above me, I was doing it sort of... I didn't do the gravel thing at first. I'd already laid a bit of the floor just by sort of crouching and going out over the edge. So I'm going to have to fill this section in. Just put a wall up though, because there was a ghast over there. And yeah, we'll have to fill all this in with gravel. Just because it just makes it so much easier not having to worry about what's underneath you. So there we go, we've finished putting the gravel down, which is good. We've got a fair bit of wall there, so now we're just going to dig it all out and start putting the walls in. As you can see though, where the walls are, I'll have to dig out. The walls were gravel, like where the floor is above, the walls for that section were all gravel. So I've got to fill that in, but that's alright. I'll fix that on the subsequent levels. So we're getting close to the walls being done. Get a little bit more gravel, yeah, a bit more cobble, and then we're done. So yeah, it's a good resource dump, especially for cobble. It makes it a relatively safe area in the Nether, which I definitely like to have. I like having it 2 blocks high because that sort of protects me from Endermen and giant, you know, it's really skeletons and the smaller magma cubes that are coming in. I haven't encountered any really big ones, so it's worked out well. So now we just dig out the center, you know, the space. That's where I'll be walking around. That's done. Looks, you know, it is what it is. Now we'll dig out the floor. So yeah, all these projects, you know, they're not particularly exciting ones, but they're important for getting the parts, you know, the elements that I need to be successful long term in the game. But yeah, they do take a while. So yeah, you can see this time I dug out the walls as well, just to make it a bit easier for me next level. So now we're going to put some more walls up, I guess, I'm assuming. Yep, get the walls in. And yeah, we're getting close to the ground. I think I'm just going to keep digging down with these levels until I hit bedrock, and then I'll probably start a mine down there. But yeah, it'll be a very tentative one with the proximity to lava. So yeah, we're putting the walls in. Just a little bit to go here. Not too bad, going well. Putting in the floor, it's done. And yeah, that's about all. So that's a few projects. I'll have another part to my projects coming soon, hopefully. So thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Add me to your notifications. I'll see you later. Bye.